everyone. Welcome to This Day. Today is Tuesday and it's July 14th. On our show today, we have a new business called Care to You Health, and we talk with Chris Beddoe, who is the owner, and he'll tell us a little bit about what they do. And then we are also going to be talking to Social Services with Kathy Viafana, and they have a new program that they want to tell you about. So we'll visit with both of those today. Now we do have a meeting. It's the United Board meeting, and it will be at 9:30, so immediately following This Day. And if you would like to participate in that meeting while it is live, it is a virtual meeting, and you can go to lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings on whatever device you will be using. You can email your questions during the meeting to meeting@vmsinc.org, or you could call in the question to 949-268-2020, and as I mentioned, you will have to do that during the meeting. It will not happen after the meeting, so that will be the United meeting that will be coming up right after This Day. All right, let's go ahead and remind you of our regular resources that we usually do. We have the ochealthinfo.com, where you can get all of your numbers by city, by zip code, as well as a variety of other demographics. Then you can go to cdc.gov, and that's where it's staying healthy with COVID-19. And then covid19.ca.gov is where you can learn all about the governor's reopening and closings and things like that. So make sure you go to those resources. Of course, you could always go to ours, which is Laguna Woods Village Alerts.com, where we provide you mostly local information about what's going on here in the community and surrounding area. If you have any questions, you can always email it to info@lagunawoodsvillage.com. All right, weather is looking very nice. We have a little bit of overcast this morning, but should burn off quite quickly. Today we're looking at 79-64, tomorrow 79-62, again 79-62. By the weekend we are going to warm up slightly, 81-64, and Saturday 83-66. Our sunrise this morning was at 5:52, and our sunset will be at 8:02. And wow, Alan, nice job at capturing the beautiful bird flying over. Thank you so much for sending that in. If you have a lovely photo that you would like to share with our community, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Stay tuned. When we come right back, we will be speaking with Care to You Health.
Dr. Beddoe, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and I want to share with you a Medicare program that allows safe in-home treatment. No more crowded clinics, no more waiting rooms. If you or your loved one are suffering from pain, poor balance, strength, or have had a recent fall, we can help. Call Care to You Health now to see if you qualify.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dr. Beddoe, and he is here on behalf of Care to You Health. Well, welcome, Doctor. How are you?
Doing very well. How are you doing today?
Great, great. Well, thank you for being with us. I really appreciate it. And tell us a little bit about yourself. Now, you guys are fairly new to the area?
Yeah, we're a new company. We've been around for about a year. Me, myself, I'm originally from Tennessee. My wife and I actually moved out here to go to grad school. I got my doctorate out here at Loma Linda University out in Riverside, Redlands area in Loma Linda. And we've always wanted to live on the coast, so we've been out here for about 4 years now. And just loving it. I love the people, I love the weather, and it's a great place to be.
Well, I imagine coming from Tennessee, you know, you've got some wild humidity there and wild weather. So welcome to California.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
So physical therapy, did you always know that's what you wanted to do?
Actually, my dad's a physical therapist, and a lot of the people in my family are in the healthcare field. So I grew up doing a lot of different sports and ended up injuring myself quite a few times, and I had to go to physical therapy for a lot of different things. And so I've always been in the clinic, and I've been helping my dad, and I've been an aide and a personal trainer. So I love the knowledge. I love interacting with people and helping people get stronger, get better, and get back to doing what they want to do.
Yeah, so you said you've been around a lot of that type of field.
Mhm.
What would you say drew you to the area in which you settled on?
I think that being able to have quality one-on-one time with a patient is oftentimes not really available in the medical field. And physical therapy is one of those things that you can give a lot of attention to your patients. And we're also able to follow up on a weekly basis. And we get to see a lot of improvement in a shorter period of time than most people do when they're just being treated with medication or other things. So I really like that hands-on approach. And I like seeing that progress that a patient's making all the way through their plan of care.
Oh, so what are some of the problems that you come across where physical therapy is needed, especially in our community? We're a community of 55 and over. Many of them have some issues, maybe with balance or falling or injuries of that kind. What would you say physical therapy is necessary for?
Yeah, physical therapy is really, really diverse. There's a lot of things that we can work on, and it's really any dysfunction in movement that someone's having, and that can present as an actual diagnosis that your doctor gives you. That can be presented as pain. It can be presented as poor balance, vertigo, dizziness, or you're just not as strong as you used to be, and you're not able to do the things that you would like to be able to do. Maybe you're not able to golf as much, play tennis as much. You have that nagging knee pain, that low back pain. So there's a lot of things that we can go in and evaluate and assess, and we can treat to help be able to alleviate that dysfunction that's occurring in the body with our knowledge base.
So obviously physical therapy is a variety of different things. I mean, it's not necessarily just a hands-on type thing, but there's other types of things that you might use, like maybe STEM or things like that. So does your office offer that as well?
Correct. Yeah. We're a mobile clinic. So the unique thing about us is that we come to you, so you don't have to go to a clinic that's outside. You don't have to get in your car. You don't have to get exposed to everybody else.
Oh.
You don't have to wait in a waiting room. We actually come to you. And with that, we offer electrical stimulation, neuro re-ed. If we need to have a massage table, we can bring everything to your house to be able to do that treatment. And you get that one-on-one quality of care instead of going into a clinic where you kind of have a rotation. We spend a good 45 to 60 minutes just focusing on your needs and what you need to be able to accomplish the goals that you have.
Wow. So mobile, I don't think I've ever heard of that here in the area.
Yeah,
Are you one of the
we're
first?
very unique. There's not really any mobile providers. Most people are very familiar with either home health, where they're going to have someone come to them, or they're familiar with going to an outpatient clinic. So we actually are able to take insurances, but we have the mobile designation where we can come to your house under the Part B of your insurance, which is the outpatient service. So we're very unique in that sense, and that's what we're really excited about, because we often find that quality one-on-one time that you're able to spend with a doctor of physical therapy or an occupational therapist, you can really see a lot of improvements.
Well, and then not having to leave your home. I mean, that's
Correct.
for a
Yes.
lot of folks here, especially with COVID-19 right now, right? Many people
Right.
did not want to go to the hospital. They did not want to keep any of their appointments. And that was very concerning to many doctors in the area. So with that said, I assume you're available and you have all the precautions to go into a home?
Correct. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of hand sanitizer. We like to wash in, wash out. All of our team, we wear N95 masks into people's homes. We definitely take all the precautions necessary. We sanitize all of our equipment, all of our resistive bands, all of our E-stim units and everything. So we're very clean. We practice what's called a bag technique to be able to clean everything and keep a clean environment, so that we really decrease that risk of exposure that people are having, especially during these trying times right now.
Oh, that's great. Now, let me ask you, so if someone was wanting to utilize your services, but their particular doctor, may not know about you, how
Mhm.
do you make that connection?
Yeah, so there's a few different things we can do. If you have an order for physical therapy, even if it's for another clinic, you can take that order anywhere you want to go. You have a lot of rights as a patient with your insurance. You're allowed to go where you want to go and be seen by who you want to be seen by. The unique thing also about Part B services that we're offering is that we can actually come out and do an assessment without having an order. And if we find medical necessity, we can contact your doctor, we can let them know what's going on, and we'll make that referral happen, and you don't even have to worry about it. So there's a few different things that we can do to be able to help facilitate that interaction with the physician and be able to have that smooth transition.
So then, I'm sorry, you mentioned Part B, so
Mhm.
Medicare, right?
Yeah, so Medicare, we take other PPOs, and we're in network with a few other managed Medicare plans. So it's always good to call. We have lots of great coordinators that if anybody's interested in our services, they can always call And if they have their insurance information, in real time, we can check for eligibility and see if they're able to qualify for this program.
And that sounds great. And you mentioned other people. It's not just yourself, I assume.
No, it's not just me. Actually, my wife is an occupational therapist. We actually offer occupational therapist services too. And we have a team of physical therapists as well as occupational therapists that are able to cater towards different parts of the community, different demographics. Obviously, we like to cater to whatever needs you have and whatever requests you have. So we have a very good team. It's a small family kind of unit environment, and we're growing slowly, but we really just aim to focus on that good quality of that one-on-one care that really helps our patients progress and grow.
That's awesome. How did you hear about Laguna Woods Village, just by chance?
Well, I've been working as a physical therapist for quite a few years. I've actually worked at some of the different assisted living facilities in the area, some of the Atria buildings, the 5-star senior living building that was across the street. I've gone into Laguna Woods quite often to treat patients for home health services and for other types of services. So I'm very familiar with Laguna Woods and very familiar with everything that you guys have to offer in the community that's there.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the area. I'm very excited to have you with us, and your what you do sounds great, and I really like the mobile factor. So that's awesome for our residents. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me. I look forward to hearing to all your listeners out there that are looking for physical therapy or occupational therapy services.
All right, great. Well, thank you, and you have a great day.
You too.
All right. And we'll be right back after this.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Welcome back. Today I am joined by our social services group, and we have Kathy Villafana with us today. Well, Kathy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I so appreciate you having me on here.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to thank you also for all the hard work you're doing. You are doing an incredible job to just keep everybody appraised of what's going on. So thank you. Kudos to you.
Thank you so much. I mean, we really just don't have any other station to look towards Orange County information, and it's really a shame. And I think it's waking up lots of people's eyes like, wow, LA's got all their stations, but we really don't have anything down here. So I'm really happy that we're able to come on every day and have Jeff on and everybody on. Let people know that there's a lot of things to do, even though you're in your home, and also reporting the numbers. So thank you. I'm glad we're able to provide that for everyone. And we want to provide them with a program that you have, and it's called the Phone Buddy Program. I love the name. Tell me, a little bit about what it is.
Absolutely. So let me back up a little bit. So I'm part of the social services department, as you mentioned, and I am the program coordinator. And we have had a friendly visitor program since 2002, and it's focused on isolation and loneliness. And so the volunteers have been calling and visiting their participants since the program's begun. But since COVID-19, we've had to just put a hold on visits. And what we wanted to do is create a program that really addresses what we're going through right now. And just overnight, we've really, life has changed, and we just wanted to have something that's really addressing what we're going through. And this program is to address anxiety, loneliness, and just have a way for people to connect. And it's all over the phone. Volunteers are being trained, just like our friendly visitor volunteers. Just be compassionate people. So if somebody wants somebody to connect to, they have that sense of security, a sense of relief during this time, this times of uncertainty.
Right. And you're right. And we've talked to doctors and various medical professionals who are talking about how isolation and depression are setting. I mean, this is a long time for people to be staying at home and not being able to physically touch others and things like that. So I'm glad you guys have a program like that. So let's talk a little bit about, how do people participate in the program itself?
Sure. So we are looking for people, anybody who is has medical conditions that are keeping them home, anybody who is feeling just they're struggling with the limited activities, and then anybody, you just can't do your regular daily activities, or just want that friendly person on the phone on the other end of the line. They can reach out to me. They can call me on my number, which is 949-597-4376, or they can email me. And I think you have a graphic that's going to show that. It's Kathy.Viafana, and that's 2 L's in it, at vmsinc.org. And people can call for themselves. And also people can pass this information on to friends, and friends can actually reach out to me, and sons and daughters have contacted me, and then they introduce it to their parents. They could do it that way, or I can reach out to the parents. So any way. And social workers actually refer people, and so, however it comes, and then ultimately, if somebody refers a resident, the resident ultimately decides whether they want to be a part in the program.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now, those who are of need in terms of the buddy program, do they physically go to anybody's houses, or is it strictly over the phone?
Everything's over the phone, and we're just going to keep it like that for now.
Okay.
If some people have the ability to do Zoom or FaceTime, which is a little bit of a warmer connection, then we're doing that. But we're just going to keep it over the phone for now, just to be, keep everything safe. We're doing it that way for now.
Okay, and I understand that you are looking for volunteers.
Yes.
So what would you be looking for in a volunteer?
Okay, so we are looking for volunteers, and with volunteers, we are looking for people who are kind, compassionate, exceptional listeners, and people who have time in their day to make, or time in their week to make 1 to 2 calls with their participant. And we are absolutely looking for males, because women tend to volunteer a little bit more. And so with this, our male participants have to wait a little bit longer to get matched up. So we definitely would love to have more male volunteers come out. We'd like to get those male participants matched up.
You have a lot of participants right now as a whole?
We do. Right now in the program, we have about 45 participants.
Wow.
So, and we'd love to see it grow. We'd absolutely love to see it grow. And we are getting some more volunteers. We've reached out with the email program, and then the Globe's been great to promote the program as well. So we just want to be helping out the community and get people connected, because this is going on longer, and it's great to be seeing residents helping out residents. So.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, we have talked to a few clubs and things, and they've done a lot of the same things, where they're really trying to reach out to their neighbors, and they're maybe people that they know are alone, and so
Right.
This kind of goes one step farther, where you're really getting that information about the individual and finding someone. So I think that's really a great program. Now, if someone was interested in becoming a volunteer, what would you like them to do?
So they can reach out to me, and what I do is explain the program. I kind of give them an idea of what the expectations are of the program, and I like to find out about them. And the same I do with the participant, because I really ultimately want to find a compatible match. And it's so wonderful when we have that on both ends, when it truly is a wonderful match, because you get to meet, it's a total stranger initially, but then it's wonderful when these two people have that really great connection that develops over time. And so I like to find out both on the participant and the volunteer side, where they grew up, what type of jobs they had, hobbies, interests, things like that. So I'll find that out. And then also the volunteer, I'll explain that there's a training involved. We'll set a date, and afterwards there is a background check, and there's no cost for the background check. That's covered by the Council on Aging that we have a partnership with. And let me also just communicate that we have a wonderful social worker that's involved with this program. So, and this program is social in nature. So the volunteer is there to be, be that person that they can talk to and share how their day is going, how their week is going. So if the participant has any needs, like if they need groceries, anything like that, the social worker is there to fill that particular need.
Okay.
And Chelsea from the Council on Aging is just a wonderful, wonderful person. And so if you need, if that participant needs a caregiver, if they need help with transportation, groceries being delivered, that's when the social worker would help out with those particular needs. Okay. So it's a wonderful kind of system that works together, and we just kind of, help that person in their need. And then, so we just get them through the training, and then we get that person matched up with a participant.
That's awesome. That's a great program, and obviously something that we definitely need right now, because you already have the participants. You're just looking for more volunteers. So hopefully people will come forward after they hear this. Yeah. And then I also understand that you have had lots and lots of donations of masks, and so you have some available.
Yes. So the Social Services Department has lots of donations. And if you need disposable masks, which I think everybody can use, reach out to the Social Services Department. The number is 949-597-4267, and they could be mailed out to you. So,
that's great. Yeah. That's great. Well, thank you so much for all the information. It sounds like a great program, and I do hope that you get more people to participate from the volunteer standpoint. So thank you again.
Yeah, and absolutely, we would love more participants as well. Don't hesitate to reach out for that too. We would love to hear from that on both ends. So, and thank you for your time, Lisa. I really appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right.
And we'll be right back after this.
To help stop the coronavirus, the CDC recommends to avoid contact with people who are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then throw the tissue in the trash. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. Stay home when you are sick, except to get medical care. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. For more information, contact the CDC. A message from Village Management Services.
Back where we have a few things that we wanted to tell you about. We have the Festival of Arts of Laguna Beach online. They have a variety of different things that you can look at. It's the launch of FOA TV, and it is an online library of videos created for the fans of the Pageant of the Masters and also the Fine Arts Show. And it helps the community to stay connected while you can watch a variety of different performances of the arts. You would go to foapom.com, or you could also follow them on social media at Festival pageant. That way you can follow along and get some insight into some of the pageant of the Masters activities. I wanted to let you know that we will have a rebroadcast of our medical roundtable that will air this Thursday, July 16th at 5:30 p.m. Then again the following Thursday, the 23rd, also at 5:30 p.m. and then Wednesday, July 28th at 9:30 in the morning. Now, of course, if you cannot watch at that time, you could always go to our YouTube channel, which is lagunawoodsvillage.com/YouTube. Just a reminder that you can always work out your brain on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, from 10 to 11 a.m., and it is a virtual brain exercise class. And it used to be held at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, but now they are doing it online. And you can participate by dialing 714-356-7383 to let them know you are interested. Or you could email Allison at cognitivecaresolutions.com. Now, there's another activity that they're doing every Friday, and it's called Breath ATX. And it is helping you to release hypertension. Maybe you have cancer and you need breathing exercise, heart disease, maybe you have a pacemaker, you have Parkinson's disease. It goes through a number of different breath exercises that can help you deal with many of these types of issues. It is 11:30 a.m. on Fridays, and if you would like to participate, you can email Elizabeth at atxworx.com. And then let me tell you that July is Parks Make Life Better Month. And so, you can visit your local parks. So Parks and Recreation are promoting physical, emotional, and mental health through wellness, through their organized and self-directed fitness, play, and activities at parks. And we also encourage you to walk the trails by keeping your distance and also using your mask. Because you don't need to stay indoors, you just need to be conscious of wearing the mask and keeping your distance. If you want more information regarding this, you can go to lagunawoodsvillage.com/amenities/sports and then trails. And that'll just help keep you outside and staying healthy and getting the beautiful fresh air, because the weather isn't going to be too horrible this week. One last thing I wanted to mention is the virtual recreation resource. Now, that is where most of the things that we have discussed here on this day, we have compiled lists of all the activities and things for you to be able to do. So it's a comprehensive guide that offers you resources for pursuits of arts and crafts, virtual tours, and everything in between. You would go to lagunawoodsvillage.com/amenities and just type in recreation, and it'll kind of walk you through where you need to go. Let's take a look at our weather one last time. It is a little bit of overcast each morning. However, it's burning off quite quickly. It is going to be pleasant today, 79, 64, 79, 62 for the next 2 days after that. By Friday, we are going to have a little heat up, 81, 64, and Saturday will be warm. Have a great day in the village, and don't forget, immediately following this day is the United meeting that you can participate in. We'll see you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Have a great day in the village and stay healthy.
Hello. RadNet is the nation's largest outpatient medical imaging network, providing thousands of imaging procedures each day. During this time, RadNet remains committed to serving the needs of our communities. Our radiology centers are open and will remain open to treat patients. Rest assured that RadNet is following CDC protocols and taking every measure to ensure the safety and well-being of our patients and staff.